When you're coaching somebody, you're working with somebody, is it a hybrid? Do you regularly meet somebody? I mean, how do you set about, what is the process?
I think we're spoilt for choice nowadays. From pre-COVID, yes, there was Zoom and Skype and things like that, but I think it's just come to a fore. So that was the telephone and where you could with in person. And it depends on the situation, it depends on the coachee, it depends on the requirement, but it's a hybrid of everything.
Yeah.
I firmly believe, even though COVID has taught us that we don't have to be co-located geographically for a business to work, I'm still of the firm opinion that we're social creatures, and we're never going to get rid of that. So there is nothing that replaces, in my opinion, a face-to-face interaction that needs to come into it.
I think there's a big desire to go back to that anyway. Maybe it's with people, I think people in general, and there's certainly people that have never been very comfortable with Zoom. I think there's a place for both.
I think one must just be very, very careful with the Zoom thing, from a managing. If it's one-to-one, it's fine.
Yeah.
But if there's many in the room, you could miss certain nuances from body language or of your team member that they're just not on today for whatever reason, and you could miss out on that. Plus, the other thing about there are people that feel isolated. Be aware that Zoom and the virtual world is absolutely here to stay, but I do think you need to read up a little bit about how to manage people, via the virtual world, because it can be. And the one thing that I do insist when I'm running a group session, doesn't matter how many people there, your camera's on. If your camera's not on, then you might as well leave. Because I don't know, because I think I've seen and experienced people, you're not participating 100%.
No.
You're doing all sorts of other stuff.
Yeah.
So
it's like waving in the dark. You know what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. A tree falls in the woods, etc., etc.